Hey everybody, it's Toya Taylor and I'm back with another video. This is a slight summarized review of Tyler Perry's Sistas season 5 episode 20. The title of this episode is What Goes Around. So we start the episode where Sabrina catches Danny with Q. And Sabrina was like, what the hell is going on? And Danny said, I know that's a lot. No, Danny, that ain't what she's talking about. His size is not what she talking about. That ain't even half of what she talking about. So we're not even gonna go there. That's when Danny was like, what? Do you know him? So Sabrina said, do I? No. But she was like, he is the one that been giving me the nightmares. So Danny was like, wait a minute. So don't tell me you slept with her too. And that's when Sabrina and Q both had to clear it up and let Danny know, no, we ain't never slept together. Instead, he is the guy that sleeps with Maurice. And when Sabrina told Danny that, Danny said, wait a minute, what are you saying right now? Sabrina said, I'm saying that this is the guy that tried to rob us at the bank. Yeah, Danny, wake up. He is the reason why she done lost her job. Why she had to sit in Fulton County Jail throughout 9 episodes of the whole season. The reason why she had to come up with $3 million of somebody else's money, because she ain't even got that much money on her own. Like, Q caused a lot of shit. Excuse my language, but Q caused a lot of damage. And the fact that the main thing Danny was worried about was, I can't believe I slept with the same person that Maurice slept with. Like, oh my gosh. Although she assured to Sabrina that she did use a condom. They did use a condom. She did use protection. But at the same time, she just can't get over it, y'all. Which I understand that, but it's more than just that should have you choked up. I mean, Q has caused real life, real future damage to your best friend. Okay? Now, Sabrina was like, where you know him from? And she said, I know him from work. So now Sabrina finds out that Q works at the airport. Now, of course, the dialogue was very repetitive. Hell, she asked her that twice. I don't know if she forgot the first time because she was caught up in a moment, or they just rewrote it. Either way, y'all, we're not going to even keep on talking about how the dialogue is repetitive and just don't make no sense on my reviews, because I'm just trying to get through the review. That's something we already know. So, after that, that's when Danny was telling Q, you gotta go. Now she starts talking about ending it all, y'all. Asking well done it. She can't take no more. She like, this hot girl summer that went to hell. Sabrina said, girl, the summer been over. Okay? And you need to get it together before your life goes to hell. Now she's telling Danny that we need to call the girls up to have an intervention. Danny not dealing. She don't want to deal with that. She don't want to deal with the girls. She don't even want the girls to know that she did something this stupid, or careless, I rather call it. She don't want the girls to know about this one. So Sabrina was told her straight up, I'm gonna tell them anyway. I don't care if you don't want them to know, because you need this support. Danny needs therapy. Danny needs help. Danny needs to receive and be open to receiving her help and support. Honestly, because she's very deflecting and she don't really want to hear the truth, especially not from the ones that love her, the ones that's actually telling her the truth for a good cause, like her friends, her sisters, period. So, after that, they let Q leave scot-free. Now, I can understand why they didn't call the police, simply because they wouldn't have gotten anywhere without any evidence, which is why I keep screaming, Sabrina, get a lawyer, please. But being that Calvin had told Sabrina that Q stole Maurice's car and been driving in it, and I'm pretty sure he drove the car to Danny's house, and he's about to drive it to the airport where he works. Okay, so it's like, oh, you could have locked him in there and called Calvin and told Calvin to call the police right now to Danny's address because Maurice's stolen car is here. Period. And we have the criminal that stole it locked inside with us right now. Okay? Yes, hold him for hostage at this point until the police gets there. Now, that's just how I feel. If because they could have accumulated more charges on him while he was locked up. Serena could have got a lawyer, proved Q to be the lying, ruthless criminal that he is, and it really could have saved the day. That's all I'm saying. But instead they let him run scot-free back to work, and they did nothing about it. Now, another thing I don't understand is why Sabrina stopped Danny from jumping on Q. Whenever Sabrina got out of jail and she wanted her lick back, she went straight to Maurice and hopped on his ass. So, if anything, you should have been jumping on him right along with Danny, calling the police at the same time. Now, that's all I'm saying. But I'm going to move on. Andy makes it to work. And she's walking to her office when the receptionist stops her to give her a bouquet of roses that Paris, the janitor, had bought for Andy and delivered for Andy and whatnot. So she was like, "Oh, aren't they pretty? And I also know the woman that sells them too. That she sells them right down the street on the corner." So Andy looked like she really didn't want the flowers no more after she found out that information. Which I don't understand why you're trying to play bougie now, Miss Andy, because you wasn't that bougie whenever you was screwing that same janitor on his mama couch. Hell, the same night you went out on a date with him. So let's not put on Andy. But anyways, I honestly, that's one way to look at it. That Andy thought she was too good for the flowers. But I honestly see that Andy was just being smart enough not to accept those flowers. Simply because, for one, I wonder why Paris even bought her the flowers. What's your reason behind these flowers? Last time we talked, it was because you was calling me, putting me up on game about the conversation that you and Rodman had about me. That was it. But now you bring it. Now you deliver me flowers and all of this here, and like we haven't discussed anything after that. So that's questionable. Another thing, I do believe Andy was trying to protect herself in that moment, simply because she know that today is the big day, and we gonna have both Gary and Robin in the law firm today. Okay, and she don't want neither one of them to see her walk into her office with those flowers, or either see those flowers inside of her office, and then they're going to question, where did you get the flowers? Or they just might assume, Gary gonna start investigating. And let's not forget that Andy trying to work her move too. With both of these men. She's trying to save the penthouse, and she's trying to save her position over there with Robin. So, no, I believe Andy turned around and changed her mind about accepting those flowers and gave them to the receptionist because she wanted to keep down confusion and Gary's craziness, because they both gonna be there today. And yeah, that's just what I believe. Now, do I believe Andy is the type of woman that thinks that she's too bougie or too good or whatever you want to call it for some flowers from down the street? I do. I do believe Andy, I'll say unconsciously think that she's too good. Because in the real reality of Andy, I don't understand how could you think that whenever you're not too good to have sex with this guy when you first met him. First went out on a date with him. And on his mama couch. Even if you didn't know that was really his mama house, either way, you don't know this dude. And he was a janitor back then when that happened. So, like, for you, out of all people, to try to think that you're too good, no. It's delusions for me. So, anyways, moving on. Andy goes into Robin's office to check on him and realize that he's acting kind of dry, you know. So she asked him what's wrong with him and stuff, and he was like, well, I talked to the guy earlier that gave you the loan. I mean, that you referred me to for the loan. And come to find out, he is ruthless, like you said. He told me that he needed his money back today, plus 10% interest. And if I don't get it back to him, then the interest will go up. So, now, Robin, he got his panties in a bunch. Y'all, if it ain't one thing, it's another. Now, he thinking that Andy is working with Gary. He asks her if she's working with Gary. Andy gets all of her feelings about it. And she states to him that, look, I gave you that information to help myself as well as help you. But I was also helping myself because I'm about to be partner. And I don't want Gary and Hayden taking over the law firm because that's going to set me back. Which confused me because, like I said, I already thought Andy was partner. She made partner on second season when she took Bellamy's job. But I guess that whenever Robin bought the company from the white man, it set her back. Same way she's saying what might happen if Gary and Hayden buy the company. It's going to set her back. But it's weird to me that you can make it up to that position and then just by somebody else buying out the company, it sets you all the way back. So now you got to climb that same ladder again. And who wants to keep climbing the same ladder like that? That's just, I don't understand that part. But, she told Robin that she don't want to take no more information. You know, he trying to let her know what he got up his sleeve, but Andy ain't trying to hear it. Because Andy like, look, if that don't work out for you in your favor, you're going to feel like I'm working with Gary. You're going to feel like I have something to do with this. Like I'm setting you up in some kind of way. So let's not even do that. Okay? Keep it to yourself, Robin. And if it happens for you, congratulations. But until then, I don't want to know about it. Now, Andy, she left his office. And now we see Calvin. Sabrina called him over to let him know that they got the money. Okay? So, after Sabrina opened the door for Calvin and he's standing there with his head all to the side like a little sad puppy. Come on now. Of course, Calvin is haterish right now. Simply because Bruh-Man was able to give Sabrina the money to bring Maurice out of jail. So, you know, he feeling a little iffy right now. He feeling a little side eye. So he asked Sabrina, he was like, is you gonna see him again? And Sabrina said, I will. And so Kevin said, oh, he's trying to buy you? Baby, Bayo said his name comes with meaning, okay? Bayo is here to buy your love. Nah, but for real. So the rest of the scene, Sabrina basically trying to butter him up, telling him that no, he's not trying to buy me. He's just doing me a favor. Like, just chill, let this happen because it's only for Maurice. It's only for Maurice or whatnot. Now, honestly, Calvin's insecurities is a turn off right now. And also Sabrina's extra butter that she's putting on top of his insecurities is very unattractive right now. Like, don't be buttering him up. He needs to be a man the same way he expected you to go be a woman whenever you caught him with Peggy. Right after he hopped out the bed with you that morning. Like, dang. You didn't get enough from me. You had to go call up her as soon as you make it home. For round 2. Like, come on now, Kevin. So, and honestly, Sabrina, she better than Kevin in this scenario because she didn't even have sex with bro man. She never has had sex with bro man. So, yeah. Anyways, where we at? So, in the midst of all that, Maurice calls. Again, I don't understand why he won't ever call Sabrina's phone when she's the one trying to help him. But he keep on calling Calvin. And coincidentally, Sabrina is just around Calvin at the time that he calls. So, they all on the phone having a conversation, and Sabrina was letting Maurice know that she was able to get the money from bro man or whatnot to bring him out of jail. So Maurice, he on there basically just being Maurice and telling Calvin's like, why you so quiet? Oh, you jealous because the African man helping me and all this and that, talking about what he gonna do to the African man when he get out of jail. Y'all, Maurice just too much for me. Then he starts looking at one of the prisoners in there that was on the phone right beside him, and they start eyeing each other real sensually, and y'all, it was just a lot. Child. The man started choking Maurice when Maurice hopped off the phone, and I ain't no telling what they about to go back to the cell and do. They about to make you do what it do, okay? Now, what I don't understand is, Maurice, how is you going to say thank you the entire time and then say, hurry up, right after you say, thank you, I am so grateful, I am so appreciative, all this stuff you was doing. And then, now hurry up. Like, I understand that that's just a part of your personality. But at the same time, you need to know when to do, like, you need to know when, the good timing, like, the timing is off. Like, right now, you don't understand what all Sabrina got to go through right now, dude. Sabrina going through a lot trying to get you out of jail. And thank God she didn't have to go hop on her back and knees to do it, like Andy. And another reason why I feel like Andy over there trying to ask Sabrina how she got the money. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and, skip a few scenes. Yeah. Andy, she over there asking Sabrina how she got the money for Maurice or whatnot. How it was so easily for bro man to just give you the $1.5 million. And Sabrina said, oh, so Gary can buy you condos and Rolls Royces and everything, but it's hard for you to believe that a man can do the same for me? Because Sabrina told her straight up, I ain't do nothing but asking for the money. Like, what are you saying, Andy? Now, Andy, I do understand what you're saying whenever you say, well, that is a lot of money for him to just give to you just, for somebody else. Like, he must really trust and like you because you just met this guy and he just gave you $1.5 million for someone else that he don't even know. But we can say the same about Robin. All the times that you have came to Robin for help for people that he don't even know. Like, well, he knew Fatima, but her man Zach and Sabrina, Robin did not know them. And yet and still he helped them. He helped you get them out of jail. So we can say the same for Robin because Robin just met you. But I really think that Andy feeling salty simply because Sabrina didn't have to lay down with bro man for her money. Okay? That's really what she getting at. The fact that Andy didn't have to lay down. Okay, and y'all know what I mean by that. She didn't have to lay down for her penthouse and her Rolls Royces and her help. Sabrina didn't have to lay down for her help. All she did was ask. And honestly, Andy, that's a you problem. Okay, Sabrina, she have good taste when it come down to respectable men. Andy, I'm sorry, you don't. So that's what I believe Andy over there feeling salty about. I don't think. Yeah, I do believe Andy might think that she's better than the other girls. I do. I really do. But in her head, she know that she's not. She want the other girls to think that she is. And when Sabrina told her that all she had to do was ask for that money, that clocked Andy upside the head like, well, damn, you got it better than me. I be having to lay down for mine. That's what Andy over there feeling salty about. So, anyway, back to the review. Where we at now? Oh yeah, Kevin and Sabrina, they gonna meet up at the police station to go get Maurice out of jail. And Kevin, please pick your head up because I'm so tired of your sad ass. Now, Fatima brings Andy some coffee into her office saying she looks a little stressed. Andy says, I'm good. Then asked about the night last night. And where did she stay and all of that. And so Fatima told her she had went back home. And her and Zach had a come to Jesus moment. And so Andy was like, you didn't take him to Jesus, did you? And Fatima was like, no, we talked about some things and, came to some conclusions or whatnot. And that's when Fatima had the nerve to ask about Karen. Why are you asking about Karen? Because if Karen asked about Fatima, everybody would have something to say about that. Everybody would say, oh, Karen jealous, always worrying about Fatima, always worrying about what Fatima and Zach doing. Why she asking about Fatima? She leave Fatima's name out her mouth. Why is Fatima asking about Karen? That's what I want to know. Now, moving on, that's when Andy told Fatima, she was like, Karen apologized to me last night. And Fatima was like, what? Really? And I'm trying to figure out where does that reaction come from, Fatima? Because you don't even know Karen like that. You don't know if Karen is very much apologetic. You don't know if Karen, you don't know her like that to even give that reaction like, really? Karen, out of all people, apologized? That's a first. Like, no. How can you? And then Andy was like, I know, right? For one, Andy, this is exactly why I got on your ass last week. Because you in there talking to Fatima about Karen after you just told Karen that you don't do that. In front of Fatima. And so Fatima should understand. I don't even understand why Fatima trusts you like she do. But going by Fatima's friends, Fatima, she ain't got no good eye. She can't see through nobody like that and really, she ain't that good at reading her friends. She's not that good at reading her friends. Because she's over there besties with Angela knowing, and how can you not see that Angela is one of your biggest haters, Fatima? How can you not see that? How can you not see that Andy is a fake ass bitch? How can you not see that? How can you not see that your relationship and the communication inside of it is not healthy, Fatima? It's a lot of things that's around you that you're not catching on to. That's why I don't think that you so on top of your game like you try to portray to be, Fatima. I really don't, because if that was the case, you will be telling a lot of people around you right now to kiss your ass. Now, now she go hop on the phone with Zach and telling Zach that he needs to go apologize to Karen. And so Zach, he talking about going to go do it. I would have been like, look, the last time I went over there, it got a whole lot of shit started. At this point, I just want my peace. I'm going to handle my business when I get ready to handle my business. And how I would rather handle it. And honestly, Zach, if I was you, I would have just called Karen on the phone. I said that the first time, whenever you wanted to confront her about the picture, I would have just called her on the phone. But Fatima, she insists you go by there. And I would have told her, look, you go by there. You go. And see how you turned out. You go. Because the last time I went, I had to get ridiculed about a picture that I knew nothing about. And you didn't even give me a 2-second moment to even get a word out to explain to you about what really happened. Although Zach, you already know, I've already called you out and you was wrong for the way you handled that situation as well as Fatima about that picture. You just went straight full on, I'm about to go get on Karen ass. And Karen ain't have nothing to do with that. But at the same time, Fatima, why didn't you tell him the whole story? So that he wouldn't even assume that Karen had anything to do with that. You should have told him that picture was brought to you from your friend. Somebody that don't even know Karen. And then you lied and said that you did tell him that when you didn't. I ain't even finna get back into that. That's a video for a whole nother day. I'm gonna go ahead and get through with this review, y'all. So, she's telling Zach to go apologize to Karen when honestly she needs to be apologizing too. She needs to be apologizing to Zach. And she needs to be apologizing to Karen, if you ask me. For even getting all these shit stirred up. Now, Gary Hay meets up at Robin's office to let him know that he needs an additional $3 million. Okay. Fatima and Tamara in the break room. Now, Tamara, she coming to get her a job. She like, okay, baby, I'm about to take Hayden for all he got. Plus, I'm finna go on here to get what I can get on my own, okay? Which I don't blame you, Tamara. But what I do fear of for you is the fact that Madam gonna want to see you about that. Period. Madam gonna want to see you about that. Because that's not the job that she gave to you. That was not your duties. And you went against her to handle things on, like, you went against her just to handle things on your own. And I don't think that that's going to sit well with Madam. That's all I'm saying. Not saying that Tamara's supposed to be scared of Madam. Because honestly, no. Tamara's a grown woman. She can make her own decisions. Now, whatever she have to, whatever her consequences is from those decisions from Madam, that's just that on that. But I'm not saying that she need to be scared of her. Because, hey, Madam is a human being just like Tamara. Same way Madam can kill or unalive, I'd rather say, for YouTube purposes. Same way Madam can unalive, I'm sure Tamara, she can too. So, either way, I'm not expecting her to be afraid of Madam, but I am expecting Madam to come and see about that. That's all I'm saying. Madam gonna come and see about that. But Fatima told her, look, if you ain't trying to get the job, why is you sitting here filling out the application? If you told him no. So Tamara was like, okay. And Fatima said, yeah, hang that up. We ain't even doing that. This ain't that. You here for one purpose and one purpose only. And it's for Hayden to drop Heather. So Tamara had to let her know that, okay, he's dropping Heather today. He's meeting with Heather to drop her today. Which, going by the previews, I don't think that's going to happen. No, baby girl, that ain't finna help. I ain't even heard Tamara talk to Hayden about Heather yet. So honestly, I don't even think Tamara being all the way honest with Fatima. We'll see. But either way, it ain't like the girl can't go out and get another lawyer out here in Atlanta anyway because she can. So I really don't even understand the plan of screwing this man like this here just so he can drop a client that another lawyer can easily pick back up and she can still get the job done on her end. So what type of purpose is it going to serve for you, Tamara? What type of purpose is it going to serve for Fatima and Zach? Not a damn thing. Because she can still go find another lawyer. Hayden ain't the only one. And like I said, Fatima, you should be ashamed of yourself for trying to stop that girl from getting her coins anyway. Because it ain't like Zach out here being the daddy of the year. Hell, he do owe her that. Now, Sabrina comes to tell Indy about Q and Danny. And clearly something happened in college. They say Danny was rotating them in college. Clearly Fago wasn't one of them that she was rotating because he made it seem like Danny was hard to get. Talking about, I've been trying to get you since college. And I couldn't get you, like, no. You come to find out she been rotating them all this time? So, y'all. Now, Andy calls Karen, but Karen hair is full of perm. So Pam had to answer the phone. And tell Andy that, she'll call you when she finished, her hand full of perm. So Andy was like, okay. And when Pam hung up the phone, she was like, I know you laying that hair, girl. And I'm like, yeah, she's definitely laying it. She's laying it wrong. Like, that is not the way to lay a perm at all. She's starting from the top. I guess she's going to work her way from the bottom. And not the way to do it. Then on top of that, it don't even look like perm. Why is it not relaxing the hair? Okay? The relaxer is not relaxing. And then on top of that, it's a wig. Like, it looks really wiggy. But even if it was her real hair, why would you be perming something that beautiful and natural? I just don't get it. So many questions. But anyways, y'all, in Pam's eyes, Karen laying that hair, y'all. Goodness gracious. So now Avery, he brings Karen some lunch and he is demanding that she eats it, although she's on her client's time. Now, honestly, it was cute or whatever, but I'm just going by my point of view. It's cute, bring me some food or whatnot, but I'm going to eat it when I get ready. And I understand that I'm pregnant and that you just want to take the initiative to show me that you care and that you're here for me and that you care about this baby regardless if it's not for you. I appreciate that. I do 100%. But when I'm on my job and I'm in my zone and I have clients, I got this girl over here waiting on me to start on her head. I'm almost done with her perm. Now you coming in here handing me some lunch telling me they can wait after I've already booked them for these times, meaning that now I'm on their time because I shouldn't have booked them for this time if I can't do their hair. I'm just going by. If I was a client and I'm sitting there waiting and now your man come in and hand you some lunch and now you got to tell me, oh, give me an hour or give me 30 minutes. Well, why you book me at this time? Because now you on my time. I got things to do. Now I got to wait on you to finish feeding your face. I might be hungry. I probably skip lunch just so I can be here on time for you. And now you done push me to the back just because your man is demanding that you eat right now. Like, I don't know. It's different ways to look at it. But overall, it was a sweet gesture. It was a sweet gesture, Avery. I almost called him Robin. But now here we go, y'all. Fatima's alleged baby daddy comes by Zach's looking for Fatima. So Zach answered the door. He like, who is you? And he said, who is you? Now, I'm sorry, Mr. Man, but how you gonna ask somebody, you knocked on his door and then you turn around and ask him, who is you? Zach had the right to ask, who is you, at his door. Now, Zach's tone of voice is very distasteful. I've already made my commentary about that in my last review. I do feel like Zach needs to learn how to talk to people. Same way I feel about Fatima. Need to learn how to talk to people. But I don't blame him for feeling some kind of way after the man asked, who is you? Like, as if Zach was at his door. Zach answered the door and asked, who is you? Then the man said, who is you? Like, no, it don't work like that. You at my door. You gonna have to tell me who you is and what you here for. Simple as that. So he went on and told him that I'm Fatima's baby daddy. Zach was like, who, baby, who? Where the baby at? So, y'all, that was the end of the episode. And we're going to find out what happened next. Now, I will be back with the previews